Regina Celi, letare, alleluia, qui aquam meruisti portare, alleluia, resurrexit sicut dixit, alleluia.
Hey everyone, today's hot topic on the Sanctimonious Rant segment is fat pride, in case you couldn't guess. So I just want to put all the chips on the table here. So this was me back in 2015. Right, so 313 pounds. That was the highest I ever weighed myself in at. The issues that I take with the fat pride movement are the overt lies, and they are absolutely lies that they push. That obesity is beautiful, and that it's brave, and that it's a lifestyle that others should support, endorse, and aspire to have. It is not any of those things, all right? Let me tell you what it is. It's not being able to walk the 2 miles from your house to the movie theater down the road without feeling like you're having a heart attack. All right, it's going to the theme park with your friends and getting on the ride and then having everyone on the ride to have to wait for you to get up and walk out while they watch you because you're too fat for the overhead harness to properly secure over you. It's going through constant new changes of clothes because you're constantly growing out of them. Right? It's eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and nothing getting better. All the shit that you're trying to eat away, to push down, just doesn't go away. Nothing gets better. And it's constantly feeling insecure and judgmental towards yourself and feeling like shit all the time and feeling nervous all the time. That's what it is. It is not beautiful. It is not brave. And it is absolutely, absolutely not a lifestyle that anybody should be endorsing or encouraging or aspiring to have, period. And so it kills me when people who are highly influential and have a large social standing and social influence use that influence to peddle the bullshit that is beautiful and brave, right? People like Lizzo, right, the singer, right? She came out during the summer with this ridiculous Instagram video where she started crying, right, because people were fat shaming her on the internet.
Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. I just feel like I'm seeing negativity directed towards me in the most weirdest way. Like, people saying shit about me that just doesn't even make sense. It's fat phobic. And it's racist and it's hurtful. I'm not making music for white people. I'm not making music for anybody. I'm a black woman making music. I make black music, period. I'm not serving anyone but myself. Everyone is invited to a Lizzo show, to a Lizzo song, to this good energy. Everyone's invited. For the people who just always gonna have something negative to say about me that has nothing to do with music or the content of my character or me as an artist and just has everything to do with my body or whatever trope you think I fall into, suck my pussy from behind.
That video is telling in a number of ways. For starters, it reveals that she's kind of an asshole, right? She's selfish, right? I mean, that entire speech was pretty heavily selfish. And in regards to people fat shaming her, okay, if you're secure in your body image, like I said, if you're an adult and if you've weighed the pros and cons and you've made your choice and you're secure in your body image, right, then nothing that some jerks on the internet are saying to you should matter, right? It shouldn't matter. And the fact that she's getting out there and crying like a little kid because people are being mean to her, right? She feels like the world doesn't love her back. That speaks to the insecurity that I'm talking about here, right? The need to tell the world that they need to tell you that you are beautiful and you are attractive and you are brave and you are bold all the time. And that is what you have tied your self-worth to. That is absolutely not a healthy mentality to implement for your own life, and is absolutely detrimental to encourage that to anyone else. All right? Self-worth comes from within you. And if you need everyone around you to constantly tell you how beautiful and attractive and awesome you are, even if it's a lie, like I said, it's not beautiful, it's not brave, and it's not a lifestyle that anyone should be aspiring to have. Right? If you need that constant reinforcement, it is because deep down, you know you are not happy with yourself. You know you are not happy with your body image. And it kills me because, like I said, I've lived that lifestyle. Lizzo is living that lifestyle, and it's a lie. Even if you're in that lifestyle, you know it's a freaking lie. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because her and the other people pushing for this crap, right? They're selfish at the end of the day. They're absolutely selfish to be telling the world, to be trying to shame the world into telling them that they are all these things, all of these wonderful things, whether they are or not. Okay? And it kills me in particular because Lizzo, I do not believe that she's secure at all. I think she's extraordinarily insecure. I don't think she's happy with her body image. I think that whole video was a reveal of that at the very least. And it kills me because she has what I certainly didn't have, what a lot of other people out there who have lost upwards of 100 pounds like I did, didn't have when we were losing that weight. She has access to the best dietitians, the best personal trainers, and money to buy the best food possible that you could buy, right? Because when you're losing weight, you have to eat healthy. And healthy food, in case you didn't know, can get rather expensive, right? When I was losing weight, do you think you think I didn't want to be eating like really nice cooked salmons and, really high quality good food? No, that would have been awesome. I didn't have access to that. Instead, I had to do the low calorie crap shit. And, honestly, it didn't happen overnight. I went from 313 down to 194 was the lowest I got, which was, that was too skinny for me. So like a good healthy weight for me is about 208 to 215, without any muscle. But I got down to 194, lost about 120 pounds. And that didn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen. It never happens overnight. It took me about 2.5 years to drop all that weight. But it can be done. It can be done. It is a choice at the end of the day. And it's not easy. I'm not trying to oversimplify it. It takes hard work. It takes everything. Okay? And like I said, it just kills me to see these people, these influential people with all the resources that I and a lot of other people didn't have. And rather than taking advantage of that, rather than working on themselves, rather than working on their own issues, they decide to completely ignore that and go out and tell the world that the world has to tell them that they are fine, that they are perfect, that there's nothing wrong with them inwardly, and that they're healthy and that they're sexy and that they're beautiful and that they're brave and that they're all these things. And if the world doesn't do that, it's because the world's a bastard. And everyone in it who doesn't agree with them, anyone who in it who isn't beating them down with all these aspirations, true or not, anyone who doesn't do that is a bastard, a bully, a meanie, right? We need to cry over them. Give me a freaking break. Grow up, all right? Take some accountability. The reality is if you're clinically obese, it's more than likely because you have some emotional problems in here or some psychological problems up here. I certainly had both. I know that firsthand. And being that heavy does something to you psychologically speaking, all right? Even after I dropped that weight, I still struggle with having a fat kid mentality, right? I still struggle with my body image. I still struggle with my confidence. That is something that, 100 pounds just doesn't take away. There is a psychological trade-off to getting that heavy. There is a psychological trade-off to living that lifestyle. And it's nothing that I would wish on anyone, not even my worst enemy, okay? The only way to overcome a problem is to recognize that there is one. Lizzo isn't doing that. The other people in this movement aren't doing that. It's not about accountability. It's not questioning or looking inwardly into yourself to see what's really wrong, what's causing these issues, and how can I address it? How can I work to be healthier? How can I work to be happier? How can I work to be a better person? It's not about any of that. It's about taking the shortcuts. And for them, the shortcuts are telling the world, using their influence, abusing their influence, and telling the world a lie, that this is beautiful, that this is brave, that this is bold. It's telling kids that this is a lifestyle that they should aspire to have. And that I have a huge issue with. I have an enormous issue with, right? Like I said, it is one thing if you are an adult and you've weighed the consequences and made that decision that this is the lifestyle that you're okay with and you're confident in your body image. That's one thing. Telling a kid that this is something that they should aspire to have is bullshit. It's absolute bullshit, right? Kids don't know any better. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting to see that, to see this abuse of the influence that these people have and that this is what they're using it for. It's wrong. So to the fat pride movement, it is not beautiful. It is not brave. And it is not anything that you should be encouraging anyone to try and live. And it's not anything that anyone should aspire to have. It's heartache. It's insecurity. It's physical limitations up the wazoo. And it's a whole lot of other bad things that I can't even get into right now. That is what clinical obesity is. That is what that lifestyle is. Those are the costs to that lifestyle. These people know it and they're ignoring it. And it's wrong. Anyways, that's my little sanctimonious rant on the fat pride movement. Here end of the lesson.